big story, I guess, would be the FBI leaker being arrested. Member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, just 21 years old, Jack Teixeira.
So he's already guilty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he has to prove his innocence.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Because he's from the right. He's got to prove his innocence. I mean,
And this was the leak of the weapons movements and stuff like that.
Yeah, we found out a bunch of interesting things.
Yes,
Isn't
we
that
did.
where that's where we found out, I believe, about the special forces being deployed to Ukraine as well. Because they lied to us over and over and over and over about that. And then the document came out, and it's like, wait, there's special forces that have been deployed to Ukraine.
Oh, we don't even know.
Just a few, though, not that many. Okay, UK has more. United Kingdom has more.
In the beginning, they were like, we don't even know if this is true. These documents are true. We have to look into that.
I'll tell you
single time.
What's probably not true. What's probably not true is this kid's involvement in this whole thing. This stinks to high heaven. It doesn't feel real at all. A 21-year-old having access to this kind of high level.
Supposedly he had the highest level clearance.
A national guardsman
at 21.
21 years of age.
Why? How?
Who hangs out on a Discord channel.
Yeah, that was my question.
Anything sounds like, and I love. There's so many people who have pushed this idea forward that. Wow, how convenient. Just as they're trying to pass the Restrict Act, which of course is the Patriot Act 2.0. Look, we got to keep this kind of stuff safe and secure, so we're going to need access to places like Discord.
It is interesting,
isn't it, though?
Has anyone seen an explanation as to why and how this 21-year-old Air National Guardsman had the highest level security
I'm sure
clearance?
all of that will come out during the trial.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get all that information.
Sure, I'm sure.
Look, rule number one, as I've said before, that I teach my kids, never trust the government, question it. And that applies to this right here, 100%.
Sure does.
Do you believe them when they talk about fill in the blank? Why am I going to start believing them now on this?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-hmm. And plus, this kid was he sitting on his back patio reading a book when they showed up?
At his mom's house?
Acting like he was on the line, like he knew, because we said yesterday, 24 hours ago, we knew his online handle from the Discord channel. So he knew if he was guilty, he would know that, oh my gosh, they're coming after me here. And yet he's just hanging out at his mom. Come on, stop it.
And one of his claims to fame is that he's the leader of a video gamer group. That's how he got his security clearance, because you want to give access to the video gamers.
It's very possible that is how.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's been in the Air National Guard for 4 years. So since he was 17, maybe. Unless he's about to turn 22 and he was in there since 18. Who knows? But it's just a really bizarre. How do you rise to the highest level security clearance at 21 from the Air National Guard? Very strange story.
Stinks, man.
Is he the guilty person that
that dropped the documents in Ireland?
Yes. All the top secret documents on the street in Ireland. Is he the one responsible for that as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's the OG then.
What an interesting day for that to happen as well.
Isn't it, though?
Where all the information of the travel plans of Joe Biden just were on the street. Mm-hmm. And I mean, whatever.
What,
man.
like that doesn't happen all the time?
Right.
Well, they actually wasn't Obama's travel plans? Was that New York City? Where was that? A long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That? They showed up in a garbage can or something?
I do remember Obama's Beast getting high-centered.
Yeah.
Remember that? They got high-centered on a...
Couldn't make the curb turn, yeah.
So I think they had to have a wrecker pull it out or whatever.
I mean...
You remember
obviously,
that? Yeah. Speaking of the Obama years, I was watching an interesting documentary. I'm going to have to ask Glenn about this because I don't know if I can talk about it. Dang it! Just hit me now. Wait a minute.
I was just going to say, I don't know that we're supposed to talk about that.
So, Glenn, if you're listening, I need you to come in here for a minute.
So he's in a documentary.
There's a couple of brief Glenn clips in this documentary called American Manhunt. It's about the Boston Marathon bombing.
Yeah.
And Glenn's got a few things to say, and of course he's not cast in a lovely light.
Wait, what?
Yeah, isn't that surprising? And there's a reason for that, and I don't know if I can even bring up the person involved. But because that person had nothing to do with anything that ever involved.
Oh, it says that in the documentary, right?
It does say it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, they thought
good.
maybe he was connected, but no. Come on now.
Okay.
Stop.
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly. You know what that is Islamophobia.
Yes, thank you.
That's what it is.
Thank you.
But we don't want to talk about it. Yeah,
But we don't want to talk about
it. That. I mean, come on now.
And by the way, in the presentation of this documentary is a lot of talk of Islamophobia because Americans are so hateful and we attack everybody for no apparent reason. And some people have said that there are terrorists who've been Muslim. How dare they? How dare they say that? Hateful
in this
hate
country.
mongers in this country.
Can we fact check that?
Yeah, check on that because I know some have said it, but only on the right. Lefties don't say that. Only right-wing kooks make the mistaken observation that most terrorists have been, members of Islam.
See, this is why we probably shouldn't talk about it.
Yes, that is why we shouldn't talk.
That's
But I didn't mention the specific person anyway.
It's the documentary. It's out there. The world it's available to the world is what we're talking about.
It's available to the world. And here's another interesting thing. Do you remember we were doing Pat and Stu at the time? And it was I don't know, a week or so after they started showing some of the photographs and the videos. And you saw the guy walking on the roof.
Yes.
Remember that? And
we were making fun of the Bigfoot.
Yes. They used our line.
No.
What the Sasquatch
That's from
line?
us.
Yes.
That's from us.
I know we were the first to make that observation.
100%.
They used the Sasquatch line on the same guy walking the same way on that clip.
Wow.
Incredible. Yeah.
Egregious.
I mean, how many people have been stealing from us? They're robbed us blind.
Forever, I know.
Man.
But listen, we don't need to talk about that.
But listen, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll wait for an okay from Glenn on that. 888-900-3393. So this guy has been put away, and so the world again is safe for democracy. Everything's fine now because this incredible traitor,
the 21-year-old,
the 21-year-old, off the streets. Thank goodness, because wow, that was a close one. That was a close one. I thought all our secrets were going to be revealed by this 21-year-old.
I've been hearing a lot of stories about the FBI and local police forces going to the wrong houses when they have arrest warrants to
what?
No. So they actually went to the right house and got the right guy, right?
So hold on a second.
That actually happened? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the same FBI that arrested this kid that has been ignoring the whistleblower from the Obama White House who has been going to the FBI repeatedly to say, hey, Joe Biden's a criminal, and here's the proof. I was the stenographer there in the Obama White House, and the FBI has refused to even talk to him. They're good at their job, right?
They're really good.
The FBI.
That's because they know where their bread is buttered, and so they don't want to go. They don't want to go after anybody who's buttering their bread.
No, well,
right? The 21-year-old is not buttering their bread.
I see. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is.
Not necessarily opposed to that, to be honest with you.
Because it's edible?
Kind of for people who butter my bread, but, that's just me.
Yeah.
They did arrest, they did actually sentence the one former U.S. Capitol police officer on the January 6th case.
Thank goodness, because there's another criminal that was trying to destroy our nation.
Thank you. Michael Riley has since retired. He worked for the Capitol Police for 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was sentenced. Well, before I tell you his sentencing, he told someone that he knew on Facebook. He traded Facebook messages with a man, and he advised that man to remove posts on his Facebook page.
Bastard. Traitor.
about being inside the U.S.
Treason.
Capitol on January 6th
Treason.
due to ongoing investigations,
Bastard, traitor, treason person.
noting that he was looking out for someone who agreed with his political views.
Wow. So has he been given the death penalty, I hope?
So this guy,
Are we going to kill him? We should kill him twice. We should kill him dead and then put him back in the chair and kill him again. He
Now,
told somebody to delete something from the internet?
so he knew how ridiculous these investigations were going, and so he said, bro, they're going to come after you if you have this posted, so I would delete it. And now he's
No, he's...
That's correct.
getting thrown in the pokey for it.
Well, I mean, they wanted to put him in jail for 27 months.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 27 years. I would have been getting off almost scot-free.
Yeah, especially if the Pat Gray punishment scale were
Right.
in operation.
But
Right.
they let him off with probation and 120 days home confinement.
Probation
120 days
and
home
120
confinement.
days.
Oh, so
at
he gets to
home.
live the COVID lockdown again.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. He was one of the first officers that responded to the pipe bombs
Yes.
outside of the.
He probably planted them.
Wow.
Not bad.
Well, we certainly don't know who did.
No, we don't. Even though we have video of that person planting them.
I mean,
But don't let that bother you.
but see, you can't ping a cell phone. You
Right.
know that? Like you can't.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
it was at dark, and the FBI we know doesn't work
Can't
at
work.
dark.
Can't work at dark.
Work after
Can't see it dark.
sunset.
We found that
Well,
out
what would you need? Like a flashlight or something?
We should have
They don't
saved
have
that.
those.
That-
They don't have those in the FBI.
from his testimony against Congress. We should save that. We have to go back and find that because that's going to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Him saying that it was dark.
It was dark. What
was
do you
dark.
want us to do, Congressman?
It was dark.
Dark.
Unbelievable.
That's so great.
It's almost like, I mean, unless we have it, it's gonna, nobody will believe it.
Fortunately, it wasn't dark when they arrested Jack Teixeira.
No.
Yeah, that's-
So they were able
Yeah,
to
they
get
were
that
okay,
job
yeah.
done.
It worked
Yeah,
out.
Good.
It worked
good.
out.
The 21-year-old should have hid until dark.
Yeah.
Until after the sun went down.
Oh,
And then
poor planning.
Yeah. But he didn't.
He didn't.
It's his own darn fault, So
Sitting there at his mom's house, sun up.
I wonder
You're
how
going
many
down.
21-year-old Air National Guardsmen have the nation's
Top
highest
secret? I don't
security
know.
clearance.
That's a good question. I don't know. But I mean, there's got to be some, right? There has to be.
I'm gonna guess it's 0.
No.
I'm going to say, other than him, it's got to be pretty close to 0.
No, you can include him in this stat. I would say it's
Yeah,
0.
Right.
I'm just not buying this at all.
Seriously?
Okay.
Why? Name one
Well,
reason.
I mean, he's working. If he's working in the military, there's got.
Yeah, the Air National Guard.
Now the counter argument to that, Jeffy, is you could be right. You could be right. We could be so incompetent as a government from the top to the bottom that we see no problem in giving highly classified documents to people who are 21 years old in the Air National Guard, Massachusetts. Yeah, it could be. It could be that.
Could be. I don't
Either
know.
way, the government looks like garbage because it is.